Welcome to the Netrush Report, your home for the most emotional, dramatic, and inspiring tennis stories on the planet. If you live and breathe the intensity of tennis rivalries, the heartbreaks, and the humanity behind the headlines, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another story that matters in the world of tennis. Coco Gauff's rise through tennis has been nothing short of remarkable, but it's her personality, her wit, and her command of the spotlight that make her stand out even more. Just days before her highly anticipated Wuhan Open final, Enscape, a well-respected media outlet, posted an Instagram infographic celebrating Gauff's incredible milestone, becoming the youngest player ever to reach both the China Open and Wuhan Open finals. The problem? They accidentally spelled her last name as GUAFF. To most, a small typo. But to millions of fans who follow Coco religiously, it was impossible not to notice. And Coco herself, the ever-watchful, ever-engaged 21-year-old, quickly caught it. Instead of ignoring it or lashing out, she shared the post on her Instagram story and simply added a witty correction, reminding the world it's Gauff, not GUAFF. The internet loved it. Fans flooded her mentions with laughing emojis and applause, praising her for catching the blunder and turning it into a light-hearted, human moment before one of the biggest matches of her career. But that small correction did more than fix a spelling error. It reaffirmed Gauff's brand. Smart, self-aware, and completely in control of her image. 2. The statistic behind the story. That headline, even with the typo, had a purpose. It was celebrating an achievement very few players could dream of. At just 21 years old, Coco Gauff became the youngest player to ever reach the finals of both the China Open and the Wuhan Open, two of the most prestigious WTA 1000 hardcourt events in Asia. She reached the China Open final in 2024, where she defeated Karolina Muchova to lift the title, a defining moment in her early 20s. Now, 1 year later, she's back in another major Asian final, this time in Wuhan, proving that her success isn't luck, it's consistency, growth, and sheer willpower. What's remarkable about Coco's journey is how she keeps evolving. Every season, every setback, every victory adds to her mental armor. And in 2025, that growth is visible in every match she plays. Cool under pressure, ruthless in execution, and unflinching when the spotlight burns brightest. Before arriving in Wuhan, Gauff had already had a massive 2025 season. She'd reached back-to-back WTA 1000 finals in Madrid and Rome, two clay court events that tested her patience, adaptability, and mental strength. Both times, she came agonizingly close, losing to Aryna Sabalenka in Madrid and then to Jasmine Paolini in Rome. But rather than breaking her confidence, those defeats became the foundation of her next big leap, a title-winning campaign at the French Open just weeks later. So, when she walked into Wuhan, she carried something different, not just momentum, but a sense of peace. As she told reporters after her semi-final victory over Paolini, "I've had a lot of experience this season. I've been in these big matches before. I know how to handle the nerves now, and I'm just trying to enjoy it." That maturity, the ability to blend competitive fire with calm confidence, is what separates Gauff from so many players her age. Now, her next challenge is one she knows all too well: Jessica Pegula, her friend, doubles partner, mentor, and sometimes tormentor. The head-to-head record leans in Pegula's favor, 4 wins to Gauff's 2. But numbers don't tell the full story. This isn't just a match between two Americans. It's a collision between two generations of the same dream. One player who helped pave the path, and another who's sprinting down it at full speed. Pegula, the veteran at 31, is methodical and composed. Her style, relentless consistency. Gauff, a decade younger, thrives on explosive athleticism, speed, and tactical intelligence. Their matches are chess battles disguised as sprints, long rallies, emotional peaks, and raw competitiveness mixed with mutual admiration. What makes this final so special is not just what's at stake, it's who it's between. Two women who know each other's games inside and out. Two friends who've lifted doubles trophies together, now standing across the net, fighting for one of the biggest singles titles in Asia. 5. The contrasting paths to the final. If you look at their journeys through Wuhan, the difference is striking. Coco Gauff has been dominant. Every single one of her matches en route to the final, straight set wins. ruthless precision, zero panic moments. Meanwhile, Jessica Pegula's road has been anything but smooth. Every match went the distance. 3-set marathons filled with emotional swings and physical fatigue. That difference might prove crucial. Gauff's fresher legs, her explosive defense, and her ability to turn defense into offense in seconds all point toward an edge. But Pegula's experience in tight situations can't be underestimated. She's beaten Gauff before. She's handled the nerves of finals before. And she knows exactly what Coco brings to the court and how to disrupt it. What's happening here goes beyond one typo or one final. Coco Gauff's 2025 season has cemented her as the face of the next generation. After her 2023 US Open triumph and her steady 2024 climb through the rankings, she's now in a phase where she's not just participating in big events, she's defining them. Her matches are the ones fans tune in for. Her interviews are the ones that trend. Her voice, both on and off the court, carries weight, from social commentary to correcting her own headlines. She's not just a player anymore. She's a brand, a role model, and, increasingly, a leader. Her composure, humor, and refusal to be reduced to just another athlete show how she's reshaping what it means to be a young superstar in women's tennis. Let's go back to that Instagram post for a moment. It might seem small, a single typo in a caption, but Coco Gauff's reaction was a masterclass in media savvy. By playfully correcting Anscape's mistake, she humanized herself ahead of a major match, strengthened her connection with fans, and turned a minor media slip into a viral PR moment that boosted her visibility without even trying. This is something very few athletes do well, and Coco does it instinctively. She doesn't take herself too seriously, but she takes her image seriously enough to know when to lean in, when to laugh, and when to let her game do the talking. That balance between confidence and relatability is what makes her unstoppable, both on the court and off it. Heading into her clash against Jessica Pegula, Gauff's focus remains clear. She's not just playing for another trophy. She's playing to confirm what many already believe, that she's the heartbeat of women's tennis. She told reporters she's been using her recent finals experiences as lessons. You don't lose. You learn. And I think that's been my biggest shift this season. I'm not scared of the big stage anymore. That mindset, calm, confident, self-assured, makes her a formidable opponent. She's been here before, and this time, she's not arriving as a wide-eyed newcomer. She's walking in as a veteran in her own right, battle-tested by back-to-back finals and a Grand Slam title. But make no mistake, Pegula is not here to play supporting cast. She's been in Gauff's shoes before, watching the next generation rise. But Pegula's motivation runs deep, to prove she still belongs at the top, even as the spotlight shifts. For Pegula, beating Gauff in a final like this would be more than a victory, it would be a statement. A reminder that the older guard still has fire, precision, and pride. That emotional dynamic, mentor versus mentee, friend versus friend, gives this Wuhan final a layer of intensity no scriptwriter could invent. If you think about it, that typo moment couldn't have been more symbolic. Coco Gauff correcting her name before the final. It's as if she was also correcting the narrative of her season, reclaiming her identity, making sure the world gets it right. She's no longer the teen sensation or the future of tennis. She's here, now, writing her own story, one win, one headline, one correction at a time. And as she prepares to face Pegula for the Wuhan Open title, that small moment on social media feels like a prelude, a reminder that even when others make mistakes about who she is, Coco Gauff will always be the one to set the record straight. Coco Gauff's journey from GUAFF to greatness is more than a funny typo. It's a reflection of her entire career, resilience, awareness, and self-belief. As she steps onto the court against Jessica Pegula, the world will once again see what makes her extraordinary, not just her power or precision, but her poise and personality. Because Coco Gauff isn't just fixing headlines, she's rewriting history. Thanks for watching the Netrush Report, your home for emotional, dramatic, and inspiring tennis stories. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Coco Gauff's latest viral moment and her upcoming final, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future breakdowns from the WTA and ATP world. Until next time, keep your eye on the ball, your heart in the game, and remember, every match tells a story. This is the Netrush Report, signing off.